Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to Tarot Tuesday. I was just reading that Lori has already got something in chat and she was updating us on her health. And so I was just reading that before I came in here. And all I have to say is, Lori, that is great news. I'm glad you're going to get to go home. That's a lot. Okay. So sorry, though, that Dan's still having issues. But it's good that you're going to get to go home. I'm very glad you're going to get to go home. I know that I know you definitely wish you could have also have Dan home with you at the same time. Well, guys, if you're here, let me know you're here. Say hello in chat. And if you want a reading, go ahead and let me know. Um, today has been a day. I will say that. Today has been a day. I don't know. I'm just very burnout where I work. I've always wanted to be a teacher, but all of a sudden this year, I'm just, as you guys know that have been here for a while, just burned out. And today was one of those days that was a struggle. It was a struggle because I could think of 100 million different things I'd like to do, and just feeling about what I do right now. That's all. So, hey, Lydia, what's up? Amanda, how are you? So also I had to show you guys something. If you're not on my TikTok, you don't know about this box right here. And I don't know if I did or didn't talk about it on YouTube, but a friend of mine that I met from TikTok, they sent me this box. They saw it, they were thrift store shopping and they found this box and they revamped it so that way it would have a second life, right? And they sent it to me because they thought that I could use it, and they were right. I could definitely use it. And I finally figured out what I wanted to use it for. So I have tarot cards that I normally use, right? So I finally figured out this top section, I can put my tarot cards there. So I'm excited about that, right? And then at the bottom, there's this tray. Well, this side's big enough for my little tarot journal and a pen, and then this side's big enough for all the little crystals that I use to charge my deck. So it's like a charging writing station. I thought that was pretty cool. It's like a charging writing station. Oh, let's see. Zarabeth, what's up? How are you? Let's see. Everybody's like, yeah, talking to one another. This is the cool part about our community, is that when we get into chat, you're all talking to each other, and I just enjoy watching you guys interact and keeping up to date with everybody. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry, Amanda. I'm trying to keep up with chat. Hold on. It gets updated like all of a sudden real quick. I know, Amanda. Hopefully you're healing, though. I hope it's getting better and not worse. Okay, so Amanda, you can't, like, those were good times, though. Don't begrudge them. Good times. Yes, Zarabeth, it's the box with the cool history. It is the box with the cool history, the one that had the guy built schools. Yeah, that's what it was. He built schools and didn't pay, or was accused of not paying for supplies, and so they confiscated his belongings, and this was one of them. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Alicia, how are you? I bet it was nice, Amanda. Hey, Cindy! All right, we're going to get to reading tonight. So in chat, let me know. I know that I have Lori here and Lydia and Amanda. Zarabeth, you said you're just watching tonight, which is cool. Oh, since I had such a kind of day, uh, my husband was nice enough to go and get me comfort food. And my comfort food is probably different than most of people's comfort food. Oh, but it was such good comfort food. My comfort food is a soup called menudo and tamales. Because I grew up in a Mexican family, like that's my comfort food. And so he had to go to like the next city over to go get me those foods. I'm so incredibly lucky to have him. He's like, "Oh, she's had a bad day. Let's give her comfort." All right. So we've got Lori, Lydia, Amanda. Who else wants a reading? My eyes are trying to read. Sorry. I could use a card. Nope, it's okay. We can get you Cindy. Zarabeth is sitting out tonight, so unless she, decides to change her mind, which is totally cool too. All right. Lori, I'm going to go ahead and pull your card. The whole energy of like the group is just kind of weird tonight. I don't know if y'all feel it. It just feels a little off. All right, Lori. Lori, you got the High Priestess. You got the High Priestess. Now, I know from the High Priestess that this is our higher spirituality, right? This is us becoming in tune with what we are capable of. Um, this card has a lot of purple in it. And for whatever reason, most of the time I've heard other tarot card readers read this card as if this is a person in your life, right? But because this purple is what I saw first, and for whatever reason, I associate purple with you. Everything I associate as far as like color with you is purple. Maybe it's because of your little, thumbnail. I don't know. But I associate the color purple with you. So I think this card is talking about you becoming very aware of your not just spirituality, but like gifts and talents. Um, you're becoming more aware and more in tune with the empathetic side of you. Um, you're you're feeling a lot more than what you have felt in the past, and you've kind of been questioning it a bit. So I think this is you just becoming aware. And this card is saying, yes, you are supposed to be becoming aware of your spirituality right now, of your gifts, your talents, the things that you hear that you're like, I didn't hear that. You did hear that. So it's wanting you to pay attention to those things. All right. All right. So associating you with purple is absolutely the right thing. Okay. I was like, All right. Maybe Zarabeth. Maybe. I think all the kids. Whoo, my kids at the high school, they're crazy right now. They're absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all don't act like this. Go sit down. All right, let's see. We are going to get Lydia now. Lydia, for some reason, I feel like you're playing with something with your fingertips. Like there's a anxious movement. And then you stop. Yes, I can pick up on certain questions without you asking. They're fuzzy, but I can pick up on them. You got the 9 of swords. Hmm. Hmm. That's right. That's not your card. That's not right. That's not right. Four of Wands. That feels right. I pulled, yeah, like you. Sometimes I'll pull a card, and for whatever reason, that card, even though I touched it and it felt like, yes, this is the card I need, the moment I look at it, it it becomes very aware of, no, you picked the wrong card. So it's almost like my body going, no, 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 do this again. That was not right. And so that's what happened with this just now, is that I picked a card and it was like, that wasn't right. I pick again and I do get it right. Now, colors are for some reason sticking out a lot tonight. And I don't know why that is, but I'm not going to question it too hard. But I will let you know this card has a lot of color red. So the red, I feel like, is something you're seeing. You're not like you're angry, not like I'm seeing red because I'm angry. It's like a physical thing. You're actually seeing the color red more often. Like you've become aware of the color red for some reason. Um, but you got the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. We know this. I sing every single time, and I promise I won't do it again, but we all know I lie. Got it? I will sing again. Over and over again. All right. Your card, Lydia. A particularly creative card. Balanced and prosperous. The Four of Wands makes any desire become reality, bringing it complete into the world and also reinforcing connections, social life, or any new construction. The only risk is becoming too attached to material concerns or allowing complacency to slow your progress. Make the most of this moment of stability to fully enjoy and benefit what you have gained. So, your words that are sticking out for me, there's the word balanced and prosperous. Balanced and prosperous are sticking out. And then the reinforcing connections. These reinforcing connections aren't familial. Like they're not family connections. These are networking connections. These are connections that are made in order for you to um, move forward with just your financial journey, if that makes sense to you. So this card tells me that you are in the process of making these connections. You are in the process of, there's a lot of words coming all of a sudden, so bear with me. So everything that's coming at me, and I'm trying to like piece the words out so I can be able to speak them. But it's like what you're doing right now, what you are doing right now as far as finances, what you are doing right now as far as finances, stay the course for a bit. Yeah. You need to stay the course for a bit. You are making some connections right now. And this color red that I see in the card, pay very close attention to it. There's something with the connection of red. Like you are going to network with somebody. And I think your sign that this is the person is that they're wearing red. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like, and once I got that out, everything stopped. All the words stopped. They were just like, nope, this is good. This is what she needed to hear. So what you're doing right now, hold it, make the connections you need to make, pay attention to the color red. There's somebody that'll be wearing red. That is the connection maker. Like it's the person that you really need to talk to. Okay. Hey Alicia, how are you? I've got Alicia and is it Alicia? If I say, have I been saying it wrong? I think I've been saying it wrong. All right. Amanda, it's your turn now. It aches between my shoulder blades when I got to your energy. Just feel achy. Okay, so this is a pretty powerful color too, but it's not, I'm not paying attention. I'm not supposed to pay attention to this color. It's just a very potent color. You've got the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. In this image, the wands are replaced with pistols. And they're like crossing over each other. And that image, for whatever reason, is drawing my eye. The protection over yourself. And I'm not sure what you're protecting, so I'm really interested to see what your words say and what am I picking up on, because it's a definite like feeling of protection for me. The Two of Wands presents as complicated arcana, where an accumulation of desire could cause rivalry and cause two opposing forces to arise, such as rebelling against limitations imposed by a third party. This card can bring not only regrets with it, but also radical changes, surprises, and positive unexpected events. Evaluate what is the best way in which to act and terminate a situation of conflict and rivalry that makes you restless and unhappy. This has got like picking up on this card and your energy has like my brain is in a little bit of a fog. I don't know. So I'm getting protection, and the card doesn't denote protection, but I am definitely getting protection, and I am getting that argument side of things. Um, this feels like to me a family argument, and you felt the need to protect yourself, and that this was the reason kind of why the argument ensued, was you protecting yourself. There was a disagreement. Um, it's not a big disagreement. It's just aggravating. Let me pull another card. Why are like these events happen, so why am I needing to tell you? You got transformation. as far as because I pulled an oracle card. And you have transformation along with this situation. Even though this argument is petty argument, this this is this is changing perspectives of each party. Be aware of how you are becoming, the word that comes through is bias. Be aware of how you're becoming biased through the small things. And ask yourself, is the bias worth the action, or is it the extreme emotional overtoll and an overreaction? Does that make sense to you? It's like the Two of Wands is kind of talking about like these really petty arguments, but they're becoming a bigger thing. But you need to ask yourself, is it becoming a bigger thing, or is it the fatigue that's adding to it? That's what it is. Okay, so Amanda, your right eye, it's like tearing up or something. Because in reading your cards, like this area right in here started to kind of like, I don't know, almost like it's got stuff in it. That's what it feels like. It's more of when you asked someone countless times if they were okay. Ah, okay. Okay. So all of this makes perfect sense to you then, huh? So this whole reading, the whole message is you need to decide, like draw the line in the sand. Is this a bigger issue, or is this an issue that you can take away the bias and move forward? And it's something that should be decided pretty quickly. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. It seems like it does. The eye thing is weirding me out. I don't know if the eye things make sense to you at all. All right. Oh, Lori, I hate when I'm foggy as well. It's yeah. I hate when I'm foggy. Okay. All right. I think I get Lori next, right? I had Lydia. No, I already did Lori. I was like, wait. Oh, let's see who's next. I believe it is. Well, Zarabeth is opting out. And then it would be Alicia. Alicia's next. Absolutely, Elisa. Alicia? Or is it Alicia? I don't know. That's what I did. I looked in chat again. I was like, what's going on? All right. So, Alicia, it is your turn. I can call you Summer. Okay. I will call you Summer then. That'll help. Amanda, no problem. No problem. So, Summer, this is yours. Started swaying a bit with you, like, I don't know. It's just a sway. You got the Ten of Swords. Yellow. Yellow. There's yellow all over your card. But it's not a yellow you see. You don't see this. This isn't like with Lydia and how she could see the red. This is, you're not seeing the yellow. I wonder what the yellow is then. It's not something you're seeing. So what is it? What is the yellow? A memory. There's a memory you have, and the memory has yellow attached to it. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, but it's a memory that you've had. And I'm also getting the fact that this is a dream. There's something in your dream that's yellow. The chrysalis has closed and the moth is now complete, evolved and able to hang from a height to have a total and impartial view. The pain, the problems we have dealt with, the tears we have split, have reached their apex and are transformed, ready to overcome the situation by grabbing the opportunities that are presented in front of us that we are now able to deal with. Sublimate all the negative events that have passed and make the most of all possibilities that are manifesting around you as soon as possible. So the yellow is separate to the message. It's like you're getting a 2-for-1. So the first things first is that recently, and I'm talking about within the last couple of days, you have been doing something that I have to watch myself with. And that is, you're looking at all the doors that have closed. You're looking back and you're like, man, I wish. You're not looking forward because there are doors opening up around you right now. That's where it's like you've got to pay attention. There are people saying things, there's like little tiny things in conversations. And if you were to pick up on it the way that you need to be picked up on it, it presents an opportunity. It presents you being able to interject something and move forward with something else. Okay. There is a goal, and here's where the yellow comes in. There is a dream that you've been having, like a reoccurring dream, and this reoccurring dream has become almost like a memory. It's like an embedded memory, and the color yellow is in that. Okay. When you have this dream again, remember to pay attention to the yellow. Okay. Remember to pay attention to the yellow. The yellow is something you need to see. Okay. Alicia, it's okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so long story short, Alicia, since your kids were like, during that time, long story short, there is a dream that you're having that has yellow in it. Okay. Pay attention to the yellow in your dream. The other part of this is that you are doing something I have to watch myself for, and that is you're paying attention to all the doors that have already closed. There are doors opening up in front of you right now. You need to see them so you can take those opportunities. All right? That's what's going on. But yellow, and I'm not talking about in reality. Like, it's not, you don't need to be looking for yellow when you're awake, yellow when you sleep. There's something like, yes, there are a lot of doors. A lot of doors. Do not base these new doors on the old ones, though. Some of these doors, you're like, well, I'm not going to take it because that happened before. No, don't. Stop. Don't look at any of the negative that happened before. All right? That door is not that door. Okay? Does that make sense? Don't base any decisions on, oh, that negative crap happened last time. That was last time. Okay? And yellow. Yellow in dreams. Whatever reason, yellow in a dream. That's the first time I've ever had to tell somebody, pay attention to your dream. It's got a color for you. All right. It makes good sense then. All right. Cool beans. All right. And then we get Cindy. 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 And then I will have Alicia. All right. Cindy. Cindy, you've got, again, like so many questions in your head. Like, there's, how do I explain it? Okay, it's like it's like the scene in the Matrix when you get to the architect and there's like all the TV screens. Like, that's what your brain feels like right now. It feels like it's got a bunch of TV screens and you don't have the ability to interact with the screens. But you are learning, you're taking from them. And you're trying, like, yeah, you're learning, you're taking from them, and you're trying to piece together stuff. Okay. Whoo. I see a maze. And it's exactly like I was trying to describe in your head, except for instead of TV screens, this is a maze. Like, you've got a lot going on in there and you're trying to get from one place to another without running into dead ends. And it's getting a little overwhelming, I want to say. Like, it's getting slightly overwhelming. It's a good thing, but you're still very, very overwhelmed. It's the 5 of Cups, by the way. I didn't want that. I want the chalices. Where is my keeps? That's the only thing I hate about this book, is that it's very hard to pin down which suit is where. I need to put little tabs in them. All right. The 5 of Cups. The 5 of Chalices brings a period of introspection into the labyrinth of our emotions, our sentiments, a period of reflection and solitude that could bring us to a reconciliation or a retreat. The initial resistance, disappointment, or prudence can be transformed successfully into something else. Stay with your emotions and let them overwhelm you. Let them flow and follow their course, as only in this way will you arrive at a new harmony and alliance. This, I feel, is coming to a point. This card is, for me, not saying that this is happening now, but like, this introspection is coming to its height. Like, you have reached the point where all of this is in your head. All of you, you're going through the emotions, you're just bearing your soul, right? This is what I feel like. I feel like it's just been months of like just bearing your soul. And this might be a little more gruesome than people want to hear, but it's like you've skinned yourself. You've taken everything and removed it for the sake of others. And now you're looking at what you have left. This is what you have left of these emotions. And this being left, now you know who's there. The giving tree. The giving tree. This is what you're, the tree, Cindy. You're the tree. You give and you give and you give until finally there's nothing. And I think we're getting to that point where now emotionally you have gone through this labyrinth in your head and you are getting to the end of that labyrinth and you're realizing who has your back and who does not. So I think that's, but it's still, you're still insecure because like I said, like naked, like, yeah, I have no protection. And so you're feeling very vulnerable right now. This card is like, sorry about your luck, but you need to go through this. This is something you absolutely need to do. You needed to have been just laid barren. And get out of it. It's a test that you needed to see that you could master. All right. All right, Alicia. You're welcome, Cindy. You're welcome. All right, Alicia, let's get you now. Oh, I don't know why, but Alicia, all of a sudden I felt like a little bit of an irritation connecting to yours. Yeah, I feel like there's a, I don't know. It's a small irritation. It's just like, it's like an itch that won't go away. But you just felt like, I don't know, like an irritation all of a sudden. You got the Hierophant. Oh, it's true. You are slightly irritated. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is a teacher. And I picked up on a color for you as well. The color's pink. Like, not like a neon pink or a baby pink. This is like more of a fuchsia color. You're seeing that color. You're seeing that color. So you got the Hierophant, which is a teacher. I keep wanting to apply this to you for some reason. Like, the moment I say teacher, it's not you getting a teacher or a guru. It is you being that. You being the teacher. You being the person that has to guide. In this card, the Hierophant in this case fully incarnates his role as mediator, a bridge capable of connecting what is above and what is below, what was with, what will be. The wisdom that comes from our ancestors and from the collective conscious that created freely flows in this mature figure, capable of communicating, clarifying, helping, and protecting, as well as bringing and attributing an ideal to our action. He becomes particularly negative, however, whenever fanaticism takes the upper hand, transfiguring his figure into a false or intolerant guru. Here we go. That last part. And then that makes sense why I'm feeling agitation. So you are agitated. There is misinformation. And it's not like, when I say misinformation, of course, we all think of what's being commonly misinformed. It's not like that. It's that it's how do I put this? Like I can't find the word for this. Um this isn't misinformation outside of the home. This is misinformation inside the home, right? Or inside your circle. That would be a better way of putting it. Inside your circle, there is misinformation. Someone believed something that wasn't exactly 100% the way it was. Um, and that is the irritation almost. Yeah, you're irritated with the miscommunication, you're irritated with the misinformation, and because of that, it feels like you're trying to make the decision to no longer be that mediator. That word mediator. You're no longer wanting to be that mediator. Um Hey Maria, that word mediator is the biggest one. Misinformation, mediator, conflict. This is the words that are rolling and trying to like get me to attach the meaning. What are these? What are these for? Like you are irritated, but the irritation like you're just it's an internal thing, internal circle. There is things that aren't being said. There we go. Things that aren't being said that need to be said. And you are I want to throw out the word ultimatum. Like you're throwing out an ultimatum, but I or someone threw an ultimatum at you. Ooh, woo, ooh. Okay, I don't know what's happening, but like there's blocks being put up. There's big, big, huge blocks being put up. This has to do with communication, Alicia. Um, it it has to do with communication. There is communication that, like I said, things aren't being said, and some things are being said the wrong way. And I keep wanting to say, you're about to throw out an ultimatum. Yeah. If you get to the point of the aggravation where you're about to throw out an ultimatum, this is what the message is for that. Okay? If you're about to throw down an ultimatum to somebody, can you 100% follow through with it? 100% don't look back, follow through with it. And if any point you start to waver in that, that's your answer not to do it. But if you can follow through, that's your message. Is like if you can follow through, then follow through. But if it's an ultimatum that you know you can't back up, you can't follow through with, then you're going to be back in this situation. You're going to be back in the aggravation of it all. Does that make sense to you? Hope it does. Hope it makes sense. Maria. Maria, would you like a car, dear? It's been a while. Oh, goodness. And then after Maria, we can pull our universal card and call it a night. All right, Alicia, it makes sense, sort of. You're welcome. Some days I wonder how effective I am and like how helpful I am. I'm like, that was a lot of nonsense. I don't understand. I hope y'all do. All right, Maria. Maria, I started getting like hot in the face. Got the Four of Swords. And there's a nail in the coffin. Nail in the coffin. Four of Swords. Interesting. I wonder what is the final nail. The Four of Swords. The number 4, stable and balanced, associated with the swords, brings us to a time out, to solitude, isolation, a barrier, a fence, a hermetically sealed container around us that will decelerate or ensure we never reach our ideals or realize them. By exploiting this isolation as a period of rest and in depth searching, the situation could change and be reborn. Your advice: remain calm. Wait and use this moment of stasis to study and think deeply about all that you need for the near future. So you have isolated yourself from a few things. You have taken a moment and stepped back from the world that you were becoming very in tune with. Um, just looked over and saw what Amanda put in chat. I'm like, wait, what? um, so Maria, you have stepped back from the world, right? Like you were fully immersed, and then you have stepped back. And you've stepped back to kind of reevaluate some situations and reevaluate your perspective on those situations. It's time to make a decision on the things that you learned. Okay? You are not having confidence in yourself and in the choices that you're making. And that confidence is going to lead to stagnation. So, make a choice. Be confident in that choice. You know the stuff. Okay? You know what you need to know. And this pulling back from the world helped you figure that out. Now run with it. Okay? Now run with it. Amanda, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. I was like, what's going on? Maria, I'm glad it makes sense, and you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. You guys crack me up. And yes, I even drink Coke Zero out of my little spider wine glass thing. Why? Because I'm an adult and I can't. If I want to drink juice out of it, I will. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle for our guiding card this week and see where we go. By the way, I will be doing resin tomorrow. Now, I am really struggling with pouring resin in front of you guys because I really don't want to breathe in those fumes. All right. And in order for me to talk to you guys, I won't be able to wear my respirator. And I don't know if it's a nice enough day tomorrow. I can open up the window and I can do it. If it doesn't look like it's going to be a nice day and I'm going to have to keep the windows closed, then we will go step by step and I will just show you how I go about creating resin magical tools. All right. How do I go about charging them? What do I do once I have created them? All that jazz. Okay. So for Witchy Wednesday tomorrow, we're going to talk about creating our own magical tools for our altar. They don't always have to be purchased from somebody else. You can make your own, like our wand, right? So you're going to make magical charms. I have keychains that I have made for different spells. I have made a necklace, a little key necklace from one of the resin molds I have. Made a little key necklace so that way it was charged with protection, and that key was the only one that was charged, basically like that person wearing the key had the ability to unlock the ability to speak with the guides if they wanted to. It's a child. So that's what we did. So Winchy Wednesday tomorrow, we're going to talk about making our own tools and what can we use to make our own tools. And we're going to use resin to make some of ours. All right. All right. Let's get our guiding card. Amanda. Oh, we got the cauldron. Sustain. But this time, the cauldron for me, when we talk about sustaining us, this is like what we put in our cauldrons. What are you putting in your cauldron this week? Are you putting in things that are going to create sustainability for you? Are your dreams and goals sustainable? Can you accomplish that and keep that level? What are you manifesting for yourself? Is it sustainable? Is the level of energy you're expending sustainable? Is the amount of effort you're putting into a project sustainable? What are you putting into these cauldrons? What are you trying to get out of it? And is this amount that you're putting in, is it sustainable? Could you do this to receive this all the time? If not, if this isn't sustainable, what can be substituted? What can you change into that to create a sustainable routine? All right. All right. So, my lovelies, be happy, be safe. All right. Know that I love you, absolutely adore you. And we are over. I know this doesn't sound like a lot. But we're over 200 in subscribers for the YouTube channel. Yeah! And I'm almost to 10K on my TikTok. So yes! And it's all because of you guys. All because of you guys. So I absolutely adore you and I appreciate you so very much. And I will see you tomorrow. We'll talk about magical witchy stuff. Be happy, be safe. Talk to you tomorrow, my lovelies. Bye.